From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. A flash flood emergency unfolded in the Texas Hill Country on Thursday, where multiple rivers surged to major flood stage within hours, creating a life-threatening situation. The Guadalupe River gauge at Center Point rose 32 feet in just 4 hours. Forecasters said the river is expected to crest at a level similar to the catastrophic and deadly July 4th Guadalupe River flood of last year. The warning covers communities along the river corridor west and northwest of San Antonio, including Kerr County and Kerrville, where residents are being urged to seek higher ground immediately and avoid flooded roads. The Guadalupe River crested a little above 37 feet at Comfort around 8 a.m. local time, surpassing the historic crest at 35.64 feet from July 4th last year. At least 2 people have died in the flooding. The Kerrville mayor said he hoped the new warning systems put in place before summer worked as intended. Another flash flood emergency was issued for areas along and near the Pedernales River through Gillespie and Blanco counties. The emergency comes as South Texas remains under a dangerous, prolonged flood threat following rounds of slow-moving storms that have already triggered evacuations and water rescues in parts of the Hill Country and the Uvalde area. AccuWeather meteorologists said widespread, life-threatening flash flooding is expected in south-central Texas through at least Friday, with catastrophic river flooding and rapid rises possible on streams, arroyos, and normally dry washes in the Texas Hill Country. AccuWeather Chief Meteorologist John Porter said Thursday morning's catastrophic flooding along the Guadalupe River, especially in Kerr and Kendall counties, has some key differences from last July's deadly flood, and those differences may have expanded the danger zone. Porter said, in both cases, extreme rain rates of 2 to 4 inches per hour or even higher rates resulted in excessive water runoff into creeks, streams, the Guadalupe River, and other waterways. He added that both events produced rainfall totals near a foot in just a few hours, causing water levels to rise rapidly. But Porter said the rainfall footprint appears to be a bit different this time. During last July's flood, the heaviest rain fell mainly over steep, less populated terrain west of Hunt, Texas, producing a deadly flood wave that raced down the Guadalupe River. While areas such as Ingram and Kerrville saw some flooding then, the worst impacts were largely near the river. By contrast, preliminary data from Thursday's event shows the heaviest rain spread across a wider area, with totals near a foot indicated in Ingram and Kerrville. Porter said that likely produced not only another destructive flood wave on the Guadalupe River, but also more widespread flash flooding on creeks, streams, and other waterways. On Wednesday, a tornado damaged parts of northwestern San Antonio as rounds of severe storms and flooding continued to pound Texas. The tornado occurred as San Antonio and surrounding communities were under the threat of flash flooding. Officials in northwestern Bexar County urged drivers to use caution, avoid flooded roadways, and continue monitoring local weather conditions. AccuWeather meteorologists say over a foot of rain has already fallen from the Big Bend region along the Rio Grande River to the Texas Hill Country, just west of San Antonio this week. Texas Governor Greg Abbott issued a disaster declaration on Tuesday for 59 counties as severe storms and flash flooding threatened the state. Abbott also directed the Texas Division of Emergency Management to continue 24-hour operations at the State Emergency Operations Center at Level 2, or Escalated Response. The flooding threat has been especially dangerous west of San Antonio, where repeated heavy rain has led to high water rescues, road closures, and rising rivers. Porter said that the threat is not over. Rivers, creeks, streams, and other waterways may see additional flash flood surges. Even if water recedes at times, an additional flood wave may still occur. That's all for now. You can find regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com, and for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the free AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day, stay weather aware, and I'll be back on Monday with more from AccuWeather.